My name is Artem, and today I will describe the difference between specification-driven development with testRigor and behavior-driven development with tools like Cucumber. First of all, if you remember with previous video, we have created this test for Salesforce, and the test itself has these linear straight steps which describe from end user's perspective what exactly needs to be done. So this is basically expression in English as close as technically possible to plain English to what steps needs to be done. Of course, parameters are in double quotes, but other than that is as close as it is technically possible. Now, however, this is a low-level steps. Even though non-technical people will be able to understand this, this is not usually how it is described in your own test cases. Nevertheless, we will be able to make it closer. Let's, for example, select these three steps. Click App Launcher, enter leads into search, and click leads. Copy it, and we'll give it a name. Go to leads page. So for that, we'll close here, go to reusable rules, click new rule, paste the steps here and give it a name. Go to leads page, and we'll edit a label with the same name as well. Now there is this magical refactor button saying save and find and replace. If you click on it, it will find all your test cases containing this sequence of steps which you have in the steps, and suggest you to replace your sequence of steps with the name of the rule you just created, and this is what we want. Great. Now if we go back to testRigor, as you can see here, now we're using this rule. Go to leads page. This go to leads page is your own language, and that's a second differentiating factor compared to Gherkin language. In Gherkin language, you're restricted by given then when structure, whereas in testRigor you can literally use exactly your own language as you specified in your own test cases. And not only you will be able to match what it is in there, but the steps themselves will be also understandable for people who do not code. So you can like it's understandable on both levels, on the level of specification in English and on actual steps level. And these steps actually replace Selenium, which you would use to actually implement your Gherkin language specification. So there is no Selenium in here. There is no need to write this code. It will be basically executing a step in plain English. Now, getting back to those rules and use of them. So as you can see here, you can create like literally rules reflecting exactly how it would sound from end user's perspective. Let's continue doing that. For example, if you go in here, so this sequence of steps might be called create a lead. Here we click new, entering unique last name, company, click save, and then validate that actually it had been created. Let's copy those steps as well. Go to reusable rules, paste them in here, and name that create a lead. Then yet again, save and find and replace selected. Now we have two rules, as you can see, reflecting our own terminology. And if you go to test case, now test case looks like this. Login, go to leads page, create a lead, and click mark status as complete. basically, my point here is you can create the rules which are reflecting your own language, your own business-specific language, which you use in your own test cases, and literally start copy-pasting those test cases into testRigor. You can copy-paste, and with minimal modifications, which is usually like adding login, adding an additional validation in here, and so on and so forth, most probably making sure that each step is on a new line. With those minor cleanup, you should be able to make your own test cases in your own language executable as fast as it's technically possible. And that's a huge difference between specification-driven development and BDD. In specification-driven development, you use your own language as you speak and as you write it yourself, as your business tells you in their own words, and make it executable using just plain English. So even that those specifications can be expressed in some steps which are humanly understandable by people who do not program. And this is literally how testRigor works. So once we have those rules in here, we can actually re-execute it again, demonstrating that the testRigor will always work as soon as your specification is true. So this is a guarantee that testRigor provides to customers. It will always execute your test, and it will always succeed as soon as like all those steps and validations which you specified in plain English are true and correct. In this case, like testRigor will be able to execute it from end user's perspective. And as you can see, like it goes through those rules, executing specific steps, and it will continue doing that as soon as your specification is true. And voila. So this it completed successfully. And as you can see, this is how the test looked like. And yet again, to summarize, there are two major differences between specification-driven development and behavior-driven development. In specification-driven development, you used your own language instead of Gherkin language to express what needs to be done, and you can outline your own language using testRigor's version of plain English, where you becoming more specific of what exactly this entails. So what does it mean go to lead page? What exactly steps needs to be done? And this is instead of writing the implementation in Selenium for Cucumber or something like that. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.